Guys, I'm being serious when I say this, yeah. Gareth Southgate and this manager makes me want to strip my nationality, yeah, away from England and go support somebody else, mate. I'm literally this close, yeah, to going supporting Spain and Rodri FC. Now, I know what everyone's going to, not everyone, because there's a lot of people that agree with me, but I know what some people will say. People say, hang on a minute, how come you want a manager out, yeah? How come you want to sack a manager that's got these semi-finals and finals? I personally believe, yeah, I personally believe that he's been lucky to get to those finals and semi-finals because of the runs he's had, yeah? And his record against the top six speaks for itself. Top 10, sorry, speaks for itself. If you look at his record, he's won four matches. Four matches he's won out of 25. Now, this manager clearly can beat the lesser teams, or maybe even the teams. Well, we are quite high, so yeah, the lesser teams he can beat. When it comes against the big boys, he cannot do it. And listen, there's no shame, mate. There's no shame in that. You know, these are good football sides, but we need a better manager than this. 4 wins in 25 is unacceptable. And I'm going to prove it to you now that this manager's been hella lucky. Yeah. Because if you actually look at his stats, look at this. Right. So this is the World Cup 2018. Oh, but he got you to a semi-final. Right. Well, hang on a minute. Look at the group. Yeah. It had Tunisia, Panama, yeah, and Belgium. Beat Tunisia, as you'd expect. Beat Panama, as you'd expect. Oh, first tricky game, you lose. Yeah. You then get to the Colombia game, only just go through. I'm pretty sure that was on penalty shootout. Sweden, again, you should be beaten. Look at Croatia. Oh, you lost the game. As soon as you play a difficult team, you lose. Then you got to go to the third place playoff. You play Belgium in the group stage. It actually gets worse. This time you get beat 2-0. So when people say, oh, but LB got you to a final in 2018, yeah, but he lost against every team that we expected to lose against or any sort of challenge because he's not good enough. And by the way, yeah, that Croatia game was his fault we lost that match because they changed their tactics in the second half and Gareth Southgate didn't know what to do and our midfield got absolutely overrun. So that game, people talk about the Italy game in the final, that was his fault as well. Okay, let's progress. Nations League finals. Not that anyone really cares about the Nations League, but again, you get to Nation League, boom, play Netherlands, you get beat. As soon as you get a tricky country, you get beat. Let's move it on to Euro 2020. Yeah, Croatia, you win. I would say though on this one, yeah, I'll give him some credit, right? Because I'm not gonna try and like pretend like I'm forcing this. But at this point, that Croatia team now is really starting to age. Yeah, he's really starting to age. But listen, I'll give him credit. You beat them, but they are aging. Yeah, Modric by this point is on the decline slightly. You got a 0-0 versus Scotland. You only just beat Czech Republic, you go through 1-0. Now, people again will talk about Germany. And again, I'll give him the credit if you're really desperate for me to give him the credit. However, again, that Germany team was ass, mate. Yeah, ass. Absolutely dead. So again, listen, I'll give him credit for it. It was a great night, remember it fondly, but like I'm not gonna give him too much credit. That team is dead. Ukraine you beat Denmark, two teams that you should be beating. Oh, look at that. You get to Italy, you lose. And by the way, one shot in target, yeah, in 120 minutes at home is an absolute disgrace. And then you look at this again, poor group stage of Wales, USA, and Iran. All right, Min, well done getting through there, lads. You know what I mean? You beat Senegal. Again, great. That's what you should be doing. You get France, you lose. I just think that this guy's had a mad easy run in these competitions. And people like to say, like people who are Southgate in, and listen, everyone's got the right to their own opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think you are wrong, but you know what I mean? Everyone's got the right to their own opinion. But the what they use as their defense is, yeah, but he gets us to finals, he gets to semi-finals. My argument to that is, whilst yes, true, he's had a fluky run. He gets lucky, man. Do you know what I mean? You don't face no difficult teams in early rounds of these competitions. For example, and I'm not saying this is I want this guy or that he was a good manager. But when England got Fabio Capello, yes, we just got through the group stages, but you still got through. We got Germany in the first round, got beat. Do you know what I mean? And obviously there was controversy around that. And I'm not saying I'd rather have Capello. I'm just saying like he got a really difficult team because Germany at that point was mint. They got a really difficult team early on. Whereas Southgate don't get him to the finals or the semi-final, and then he loses. You know what I mean? So I just think to myself, you are going to waste this generation. You've got so many good players there. And this manager has never won anything in his career, man. You know what I mean? If you actually look at this, guys, yeah, look at his Wikipedia, right? Honours. What's he won? He won a Carabao Cup at Villa. So that's it. He only ever won a Carabao Cup as a player. As a manager, all he's ever won is the Toulon tournament, which is an under 23 academy national thing. He's won two things in his career. One was a Carabao Cup, yeah, and one was an under 23 England England thing. This guy's not a winner. And now I'm seeing stuff coming out in the press. Oh, the players love playing for Southgate. Do you want me to tell you the honest reason for that? Because a lot of them are losers, man. A lot of them haven't won anything. You look at the team. Pickford ain't won anything, yeah? Chilwell ain't won much in his career. Maguire's not won much in his career. Who else is in that team? Rice, although I don't want to put him in the same bracket, he's obviously still not won much in his career. Saka's not won anything in his career. Harry Kane's not won anything in his career. No wonder they don't know any different. They don't know any. They're not winners. They're just buzzing to be getting to finals and semi-finals because they've not been there before. Do you know what I mean? If Harry Kane was at City or Bayern Munich or Real Madrid his whole career, he won't be buzzing, mate, because he'd be like, why are we not winning anything? This guy's a serial loser. Saka's not won anything. Now, here's the thing. These players, if Arsenal start winning stuff now, yeah, with Rice and Saka, these players will change their mind on this in a few years' time because they'll go, hang on a minute, we actually need to win stuff. We don't have winners in this team. Jude Bellingham's hardly won anything in his career. As soon as he starts winning stuff at Real Madrid and it gets that instilled into him that you have to win, get into finals, get into semi-finals ain't good enough, he'll start looking at it differently. My solution is clear. Sack the manager and go and get Jose Mourinho, mate. And I'd sack him now. And don't say anything like, oh, it's too soon to the Euros is in the summer. Well, one, that's a defeatist mentality. And two, Ivory Coast sacked their manager and they went and won the AFCON Cup of Nations, mate. Yeah, African Cup of Nations. So that's a load of nonsense. If we want him out, we can get him out 100%. And I just think that right now we are wasting this opportunity where we've got these amazing players and this manager, one, doesn't have the tactics, yeah, to be able to go and win these football matches as proved by his disastrous record against the better clubs. 4 wins in 25 games against the top 10 ranked FIFA nations. That is absolutely shambolic, mate. Shambolic. Yes, he can beat Sweden. Yes, he can beat Iran. That's not what it's about, though, lads. It's about winning the tricky games. And listen, I'm not like mad hating on the guy, although like he's making me hate him because I don't want him to manage the country. But like, he's just not good enough. It's not like a dig. It's not like I've got some mad agenda. It's just not good enough. 4 wins in 25 is not good enough. This guy doesn't know how to set up a team to beat the better countries. The proof's in the pudding. The stats are there. And we've got a great chance of winning that tournament this summer. And we could still win it with Southgate. But if we do, it'll be in spite of the manager, not because of the manager. I've said that plenty of times. So listen, get Jose Mourinho in. Yes, because you got to decide where you want to go, lads. If you want to keep playing boring football, yeah, go and get Mourinho. Boring football, but at least he's a winner. Or if you don't want to do that, you want to go and get someone who play exciting football, fair dues, go and get an English manager, Graham Potter, tell him to play exciting football, but again, he's not a winner. I just feel like we are just walking into this tournament and like we've got a chance of winning it because of the players we have, but this manager just zaps the life out of you, man. Zaps the life out of you. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.